And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pacer Pit on the campus of the University of South Carolina, Aiken, for today's women's soccer match between your USC Aiken Pacers and the visiting Catawba Indians. Each of these teams has only played one game on the season so far. Catawba 1-0, USC Aiken 0-1. And the match between USC Aiken and Lenoir-Rhyne up in Lenoir-Rhyne was canceled earlier. Otherwise, Pacers would have 2 games on the year. And we're getting things underway here. I'm Marcus Johnson. Thank you for joining us on this holiday afternoon. Very warm day today. Gonna see how the heat plays into this matchup as Catawba is in dark uniforms. Probably gonna add an extra 3 pounds of sweat just from running around all day. Catawba working it in their own zone right now, trying to get things set up, get a feel for the matchup. Pacers punting it back on in. Now one of the Olsons, Gressa Olsen, has it. Sends it in towards the net, but it's pushed right back on out, and the Pacers corral it. And the ball rolls its way on out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for USC Aiken's Willa Olsen. Both Olsons out there on the field today. Apologize for the delay in camera work. A little short-staffed up there, trying to get everybody situated as the match starts up. All pitched out towards midfield, and Catawba bringing it on up. Sent on into the USC Aiken end, just past the defenders. And now Catawba trying to set things up in the USC Aiken zone. Long shot on goal, but that's easily scooped on up by USC Aiken's Mackenzie Cood, who is getting the start in goal today. And Cood punts it on out, trying to get things going for the Pacer offense. Sent right into the Pacer zone, in towards the far back corner. Pacer defense applying some pressure, and the ball's going to end up rolling on out. And see the Pacers touch it last, so Catawba will keep possession and throw it on in. And again, the ball rolling on out as the throw-in missed everybody. Good pressure again by USC Aiken's defenders. Actually, that was Kennedy Smith applying the pressure, which allowed the turnover. All bouncing around in midfield now. Both teams trying to get clean possession, and now Catawba will get it as it goes off ahead and out of bounds, off the head of Sarah Dury. I'm sorry, not Sarah Dury. It looks like Lauren Sigmon. Into the corner. Pacers trying to keep it in bounds, and they will not. Although, fortunately for them, nobody touched it, so it will be USC Aiken ball. And my relief has showed up. Noel has finally made his appearance, so I'll let him take over the play-by-play, and we'll get somebody else on camera.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to live action, as you are already being updated with the play-by-play action here at USC Aiken. We welcome you to this live soccer game here at the Pacer Pit as the women look to open their account with the victory here at the Pacer Pit. Ball being played around a little by USC Aiken Pacers. And what seems to be a foul throw will be allowed to continue. We've seen several foul throws in the last game of the men's game, both by USC Aiken players and against USC Aiken players, and handball there in the middle. Ball to be launched by Amanda, one of the several returners here for USC Aiken. Booted to the near side of the field, taken down, played inside. Beautiful play there by the number 13 of USC Aiken. The pass not equally matched, and it's a nice turnout here with beautiful weather, as we see a few umbrellas in the stands with spectators hiding from the sun a little. And USC Aiken will break on that far side. And this is definitely a lovely day for soccer. Coming out the house, you would think that it would be a very hot and humid day, but the present conditions prove otherwise, as the weather is quite nice for this game of soccer. You will definitely need to stay hydrated. Long throw there by Canada. Number 3 cuts inside, plays to number 10, tries to return the favor but broken up and dispossessed by USC Aiken. Ball eventually being played out for a throw-in just on the halfway line. Throw-in to the Catawba women. Yeah, I had to do a little bit of a rain check on the pronunciation of Catawba. We'd like to welcome all the spectators online that are with the Catawba team. Welcome to live action here at the Pacer Pit. Ball played out, beautiful ball there, and USC Aiken will break on the charge. Beautiful play there, but it was a little overhit. USC Aiken player was unable to latch on to that pass, and it will flow harmlessly out for a goal kick to the Catawba. Yeah, that one I've never seen before. The visiting team actually has a tent with them in preparation for the 2 o'clock weather. Ball booted long and will go out for a throw-in on the near side at the halfway line. Throw-in to be taken by Giardino. Looks line, throws the ball long, ball flows over the top and out off a USC Aiken player. Throw into to Catawba. Number 3 to throw the ball in, long and high, finding the number 7. Beautiful control, but dispossessed by Giardina, and eventually earning herself a free kick as she was fouled by the number 7 of Catawba. We've seen where she has been booting them long. I suppose that she will do the same thing here. Ball floated to the 18-yard box and headed away. Number 17's control is not equally matched as what she did before. She wasn't able to replicate that beautiful control. Ball floated out to Canada. Looks back inside, will play the ball across. USC Aiken doing a little bit of possession before launching the ball over into the Catawba half. And USC Aiken has been doing pretty good with recovering the ball as quickly as possible, not allowing the Catawba team to settle or have much possession. Ball thrown high. Giardino will be there. First to it. Controlled in the middle of the park. Turns, beats her defender. Dispossessed eventually. Ball played over the top, but it will not be threatened by the USC Aiken goalkeeper, who comes out and collects. Will boot this one high and to the near side of the field. And I'm not sure free kick given to the Catawba team. No foul visible there on Willa Oslin, one of the other returners here at the USC Aiken's women's soccer team. Number 22 to boot this one in the 18-yard box. Beautiful delivery. Greeted the head there of the USC Aiken defender before flowing into the arms of the goalkeeper. Boots this one high towards halfway line. No one is able to latch onto it. It flows over the top. Pressure being applied. And USC Aiken are playing very, very aggressive. Beautiful play there by the women, not allowing their opponents to really settle and dwell on the ball. Olsen to play it out for a throw-in. Referee there indicating that the Catawba player cheated a little with going down the line further than where the ball had gone out, and then ran to the same spot and threw the ball. So I'm not sure why he had it brought back, but it's hard for the officials to really hinder the players from getting that little advantage on the throw-in, as they will normally make a few steps before throwing the ball in. Ball cleared. USC Aiken with the fast break here, but intercepted and then recovered, but then the number 32 was there to clean up for her teammate. Ball floated over to the far side. And number 9 is on it, trying to get off a shot, but will not be able to, as she is tightly marked by her defender. Beautiful cut inside. The shot will definitely not threaten our goalkeeper between the pipes, and she will launch this one yet again. And Mackenzie has definitely been pretty good with her punts, as she has gotten all the balls towards the halfway line. Giardina to see that one out for a throw-in. Throws the ball in. Beautiful turn there by USC Aiken's forward. She goes past one, plays the ball out. Beautiful pass. And will the delivery be equal? Cuts it low and hard towards the center, towards the penalty spot, but booted clear by the defenders there of Catawba. There we see the bench of Catawba getting ready as the number 4 picks her penny up to check into the game. I believe the first substitution of the game with just over 30 minutes remaining. Ball booted. And then beautiful pass there out to Canada. Canada will control. Looks up. Plays the ball back inside. Defender does well there to intercept. Number 10 will break, but she's outnumbered 3v2. And USC Aiken defenders are tracking back. Beautiful defensive header. Giardina will boot this one long. Plays it inside. And there we see Yasmin outnumbered 3-1, eventually losing out to the woman in blue. And here we see Willow with acres of space that she wants to exploit, flowing down that line. Whips it in. Beautiful delivery, but a little over hit, and that one went axing. We've seen where several crosses and attempts by the men's team earlier on a few days ago.
Substituting in for Catawba, number 4, Maddie Peck. Substitutions for the Pacers are number 5, Sydney Fela, and number 20, Lauren Lastly.
Double substitution here by USC Aiken, and a single substitution for Catawba. Throwing on the far side. Header not able to be flicked on. And here we see USC Aiken driving. Ball controlled in the middle of the park. not the best of controls by Avery, who just entered the field, but Canada does well to be there and intercept. Beautiful pass out to the far side. Willow with acres of space yet again. She has been privileged enough to have a lot of space here on the far side. Still Willow does well to beat her defender to the goal line. Cuts it back, and will it be? And oh, off the crossbar. Beautiful attempt there by USC Aiken, almost breaking the deadlock here at the Pacer Pit. Beautiful play there by Willa. I'm sure that won't be the last opportunity that she'll get. Ball played inside. A little spell of possession here for USC Aiken. Beautiful play there. Beats 1, beats 2, beats 3, beats 4. Still on the ball. Looks to square it in. And the ball will only go as far as to a defender that's in blue. And USC Aiken are definitely growing in confidence here at the Pacer Pit. Ball driven, and the goalkeeper will see to it that she escorts that one wide in Shelby Thompson. Beautiful attempt there by USC Aiken, as we saw Gresser, one of the returners as well, beating not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 defenders before cutting the ball back to the penalty spot. And the shot was pretty good, but it was unable to beat the crossbar. It got the better of the goalkeeper between the pipes, but was not able to beat the post or the upright, and it came ricocheting off back to the penalty spot and unable to be tucked in by USC Aiken player. Here we see Catawba trying to break, but Giardino will be there to intercept. Still Giardino beats her defender, looks up, tries to launch the ball over to that far side, but unable to do so. Ball intercepted. And USC Aiken are definitely growing here in confidence and exploiting this right hand side of the field, trying to get the better of their opponents. Catawba trying to have a little bit of possession here in the middle of the park. Ball will float and unable to be controlled here by the number 8 on the near side of the field. Throw into Giardino. Giardino throws it short this time to Olsen. Olsen double teamed and beaten out. Ball played down the line, but USC Aiken ensuring that they get rid of it as quickly as possible, but the number 10 is on the ball. Very good player here, the number 10 for Catawba. Facing her defender, she'll try to get a cross in. She does, but cleared out. Ball as far as Olsen. Olsen does well to cut inside. And a beautiful play out to the far side. Here we see Yasmin with acres of space as well. And the square not equally matched to that of Olsen's or Gresser's earlier. And the USC Aiken are definitely getting a lot of time and space here on this near side of the field as they look to attack as much as possible. Catawba will definitely need to try to search for some reinforcement to try and help the left back and the stopper on the left side, as they are definitely being taken advantage of by the USC Aiken Pacers women. Ball played inside. Ball out all the way to the far side. Back over to that near side. And there we see Gresser, no foul call. I'm wondering if the referee seemed to be waiting to see if there was an advantage for Olsen. Had his whistle in his mouth, but elected not to blow it. Beautiful skill there by the number 10, but didn't work. Ball floated inside. And as the game progresses, one would think that it will only be a matter of time. Here we see a shot, and beautiful effort there.
Substituting in on the pitcher, all the players wearing number 15 today. For Catawba and the Sitters, for USC Aiken, Alyssa Broad.
And Alyssa Broad will enter this game. She will be replacing Canada on that left-hand side. Shelby to launch this one to resume action here at the Pacer pit. Ball booted towards halfway line. Good header there. Yasmin will try to get under this one. She does. Still Yasmin holding up the play. Does well to maintain possession. Still Yasmin looking for an outlet. She does find one. Spreads the ball and the ball will go all the way. Here we see the substitute in action as soon as ball squared in. Will it get? And it almost got all the way to the far side. However, it didn't. Beautiful play there by the Catawba team as number 4 drives still. Plays the ball over to number 8. And with acres of space, here is the number 17. Will she whip it in? She does. However, Mackenzie was equal to it, unable to keep the ball from going out for a corner kick, but deflecting it out for a
Brooke Freeman.
Corner kick. Here we see Brooke Freeman entering the game for Catawba. With this heat bearing down, a few changes are being made. More than you'd see during the games at 7 p.m. Ball floated in. Beautiful delivery. And USC Aiken will head it clear. And here we will see Alyssa has been involved in end-to-end action since this game has begun. Catawba trying to make a substitution. Beautiful play there by Gressa. Very, very aggressive in the middle of the park. Not allowing her players to get not even an inch. Free kick called back for USC Aiken. And here we see Monica coming for a quick drink, as it definitely is a little hot. The referee, with just over 23 minutes remaining, elected to give all the players a quick drink. And here we are in the commentary box having a quick drink as well, as it is a little hot with the sweat traveling from your neck downwards. I can just imagine how it feels for the woman to be running in this heat. It was a little welcoming at first, but after standing in it for just about 20 minutes, you seem to have a different outlook.
For cooling break.
And here we've seen where this break has been implemented even at the professional level, as you have to look out for the interest and the benefit of the players, as we've seen unfortunately where a few players have actually collapsed due to the excruciating heat that bears down. As the players walk back into their positions, USC Aiken does have a free kick halfway their halfway line. And Amanda will take this free kick again to launch it deep into the half of her opponents. Giardino launches that one. Gressa tried to get under it, but was unable to. Throw-in seems to have gone off Alyssa, but the linesman elected to give the ball to USC Aiken. And as you can see there, well, either the player was outside when she had already touched it, or we see where the officiators do make the occasional mistake. Here we see number 4 down the line, tries to whip it in. but not able to get past the stalwart in defense. Seems to have hurt herself a little.
For Catawba is number 13, Logan Sandate.
And here we see the captain of Catawba being entered into the game. Throwing on the far side to Catawba. Ball thrown in. Unable to beat Alyssa as she greets it with her head. A little battle there going on. And eventually the throw goes to USC Aiken. Alyssa throws it in. Turns inside. Looks up. Plays it out. Beautiful play there by USC Aiken to calm the game down a little. And try to open up and exploit the space. Ball played down the line, looking for Jasmine, but she's not there. Ball booted back, and only to someone in blue. Deflection there. And there we see the Willow unable to get onto it after she had deflected the ball towards the goalkeeper. Ball to be launched again by Shelby. Shelby launches it over the halfway line. Heads are under it, and whistle blown. Foul called there against USC Aiken as Monica won the header but took her player out in the process. Free kick within the semicircle. Katie will take this free kick for Catawba. Launches it towards that back post. Header won there by USC Aiken. Played back in. Header won by Giardino. Here we see the captain on the ball looking for an outlet. She does find an outlet. Ball spreaded to the far side or to the near side, but number 8 will be unable to keep it in. And another substitution being made, a double substitution actually, as both USC Aiken and Catawba will make a substitution.
On the pitch for the Pacers, number 18, Summer Rishardi.
And there we see Giardino having a word with her coach as she was substituted. Seems to be asking the reason for the substitution, but I guess it's just so that she'll be able to have adequate rest. Ball cleared towards the halfway line. Jasmine will win this ball, does well. Still Jasmine plays the ball out to the far side. Willow plays a beautiful ball into Gresser. Still Gresser looking for an outlet. She has none, has to turn back. Ball played in, and the ball will come all the way back out. Ooh, and not the best of passes by Kennedy. And here we see a 1v1 opportunity for the Catawba team, eventually spreading the ball wide, trying to cut it back. And there we see the stalwart and very aggressive play there in the middle of the park by Sydney. Free kick right outside the 18-yard box, just about 25 yards outside. Direct shot as well. It's interesting to see where the goalkeeper will position this wall, as it's almost dead center of the goal. The goalkeeper electing to protect her right side, the left side of her goal with the wall, and stand on the right side. Free kick taken, deflected, and deflected straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Mackenzie will wait for her team to get up and then launch this one into play. Does so well. Ball flails over to Jasmine, but beats her as well. Beautiful cushion there by the Catawba defender. And then a clearance. Referee will call that one, as there we see the Catawba defender following through to take Alyssa out. And as Giardina has made her way to the bench, it seems as if we have a new free kick taker in Kennedy Smith, who launches this one up. Ball cushioned. Beautiful turn there in the middle of the park. Ball played back to the stalwart defender of USC Aiken. Looks up, floats the one over to the far side, but unable to pass her defender. Gresser has the ball at her feet, plays the ball inside. The ball needs to be spread out. And almost a beautiful pass there. And here we have USC Aiken having an opportunity for a break. Ball whipped inside beautifully. And Gresser meets it with her head, but not enough to trouble the goalkeeper. And Catawba will break. Looks up, launches the ball, cuts inside, and beautiful interception. We've seen time and time again when USC Aiken have done so well to maintain possession. And beautiful play there. USC Aiken player in Willa Olsen doing very well. Ball spread intercepted, unfortunately. And Willa with her hands on her knees, it seems as if she's a little exhausted. Here we see Catawba breaking on this near side. The 26 cuts inside, cuts out, back inside, finds a pass, and then the shot by the number 9 will definitely not trouble Mackenzie. She elected to control the ball rather than even picking it up with her hands. And Willa, I believe, is asking for a drink as she is definitely exhausted, working a little overtime. Ball floated by Mackenzie. Header won by the defender by Catawba. Ball played inside. Good interception. Beautiful play there to dismantle her defenders. And eventually missing out. The referee will pull the play back as there's no advantage there for USC Aiken and Monica as she was taken out by her defender. And here we see 2 more substitutions to be made by Catawba and 1 maybe by USC Aiken, as we see the coach giving her player a little bit of a talking to. Ball floated up, header won. Catawba will try to break with this one rather quickly. Number 26 will run down the line. Beautiful play there, but the control was unable to be, and a little bit of a miscommunication there between Mackenzie, or the number 4, elected not to ease the pressure up. And there we see what persistence can do. Willow does well to float the ball out to the right. Ball tried to be floated over to Jasmine. She will not be able to get there. And ball won again by Gresser. Gresser the aggressor. Ball played back to the 22. And Gresser will definitely try to get there again. Number 6 will break. And ball deflected. Number 4 has it at her feet now. Will take a shot. But Mackenzie will take that one comfortably. Looks up to see where her players are. With just under 15 minutes remaining in this game, or first half, it's still 0-0 here at the Pacer Pit. We've seen a few chances. Beautiful chance try there by Willow. The intention was there. However, the pass was not equally up to standard. And Willow is definitely working overtime here, as I assume that she might be the one that will be taken off to have a rest for the remainder of this game, as she definitely shows those signs of fatigue. Beautiful pass there. The 26 is under it, and the header will not trouble Mackenzie.
Substituting in for the Pacers, number 21, Marissa Lee. Substituting in for Catawba, number 14, Bree Roberts. Number 18, Amber Hand. And on the pitch for the Pacers also is Alyssa Weissel.
Marissa and Alyssa entering this ball game. And Marissa and Bree for Catawba. Ball flicked on. Willer is under it. Still on the field. Does well. floats the ball over. USC Aiken will definitely try to lead the charge with Laurie. Does well, keeps the ball under control, tries to play the ball back, but deflected out for a throw-in on that far side to USC Aiken. Ball thrown in. Willa is under it. Ball spreaded to this far side. Foul there, called on USC Aiken. Free kick just beyond the halfway line for Catawba. 22 to launch this one. So restart the action. Number 4 turns beautifully. Looks out, spreads the ball to the far side, cuts in, but not able to. And wonderful defending there by the USC Aiken team, as they're definitely playing as a cohesive unit back there, ensuring that that wall is not being penetrated. Header flicked on and then booted out. Here we see Willow looks up, looking for an outlet, spreads the ball wonderfully out, and here we see USC Aiken with acres of space. Number 10 on the ball, looks up, does a wonderful back heel, but Anna is unable to keep it in, and it will go out. 2 more substitutions being made here.
Substitutes for the Pacers.
For
Number
USC.
7, Nicole Hayes. Number 11, Charlotte Manella.
And here we see the individual in Willa Olsen that's definitely put in a time and a half here at the Pacer pit. Definitely working a little overtime. Exiting the game with just over 10 minutes remaining. Referee there actually calling back the play, as the throw-in was a little bit exploited than the norm, and pull back to be taken from the right spot. Throw in again. Catawba getting a little bit dangerous on this near side as well. Ball played out to the number 4. She's not able to get there, and it will flow out for a throw-in.
For Catawba, number 16, Bailey Howell. On the pitch for the Pacers, number 6, Sophie Boob.
And I don't believe there is any more subs that either team might be able to make, as I think they've used up the roster pretty much. Number 13 on the ball. She looks to drive, will play the ball out, and no one will be able to get there. Good intention, but she elected to pass the ball when she had acres of space. Her coach giving her a little talk to explain to her that she should have just taken the space and try to penetrate the back line of USC Aiken. Mackenzie boots this one, flicked on. Second header won by Catawba. And Catawba seems to be growing in confidence a little as the game is being progressed. Good interception there by Alyssa. And she let the ball run away from her just a little, allowing her opponent to boot this ball for a throw-in. Ball thrown in. Good turn there. Another turn equally matched. Reverse pass, not getting to its intended target, but she'll get a second shot, referee allowing the advantage to continue. And here we see USC Aiken trying to go down that far side. Beautiful interception by number 14. She won't let it go out, actually. Wonderful play there by Catawba, as they played themselves out of some trouble there and they seem to be launching a counter attack, but broken up very quickly. USC Aiken having none of that. Another substitution here being made by
number 29,
29.
Sadie Hamilton.
And these women must be exhausted doing all that running. I'm sure they will be highly anticipating that whistle for halftime so they can go ahead and recollect themselves to start another 45 minutes. Plays being constructed by Catawba on the halfway line as they lead the charge, playing the ball out wide. Here we have the number 4, whips it in, over hit, but there is a Catawba player on the receiving end. However, the ball will travel outside. Goal kick to Mackenzie and USC Aiken. Mackenzie to boot this one in. USC Aiken trying to possess the ball there in the middle of the park and eventually losing out. Wonderful turn there by number 14, getting rid of her defender, playing a nice pass out to the far side. And here we see Amber driving, whips it in, but Mackenzie is there yet again to intercept, throws the ball out. USC Aiken will be able to drive here on this near side. Still, USC Aiken putting a few passes together. USC Aiken losing out, but regaining the ball rather quickly. Doing well here, USC Aiken, keeping there, and it seems to be a commentator's jinx there, as the compliment to USC Aiken resulted in not the best of passes. Ball played out. USC Aiken seems to lead, wanting to lead the charge on this far side. Ball attempted to be floated in. The ball did strike the hand of the defender. However, her hand was in a natural position, so the throw-in is the result. Throw-in on that far side, just under 5 minutes remaining. Ball thrown in. Beats everyone there in a white shirt and goes to the center back that's wearing blue. Ball launched into the center, cleared. Ball placed back in, deflected, and will flow out for a throw-in on the near side.
Catawba number 11, Elena Sopranzi.
And Catawba does have numerous subs. I'm not sure where they're getting them from, but there always seems to be a player available to come on. Ball booted high over the top. Catawba doing well to maintain position there as they attack that far side. Shot taken into Mackenzie. And goal kick, says the official, as Mackenzie, I think she saw that that one was going wide of her post and decided to do be a little fanatic and dive to her right as she just guided the ball by her post. Mackenzie will launch this one towards this near side. Heather one. Wonderful attempt at that at a turn there by USC Aiken. The 11 with space. Cuts it into her captain. And Catawba is not wasting any time here, not allowing USC Aiken to get settled. Oh, and beautiful play there by number 16. Plays it out to the far side to her captain. Floats it in, but offside is the call. Free kick to USC Aiken. And the players seem to be a little bit drained. The sun seems to have come out from beyond the clouds. And now we have another player involved in the sun who is not making it easier for the 22 that's on the pitch. There's just the referee that's on the far side that has a little bit of shade over there. I'm sure that he won't be complaining. Ball thrown in to the captain, number 13. She cuts in, looks up, floats the ball over. No foul, says the referee, after the player went down. Nice pass down to the far side. Number 18 with a little bit of a heavy touch. Beautifully done there. And Catawba seems to be taking over this game from USC Aiken. And Mackenzie again just using her body to control the ball. Very comfortable.
1 minute left in the half. 1 minute.
We've seen where the goalkeeper for USC Aiken is very comfortable with the ball at his feet. And so is Mackenzie here between the pipes. Ball floated in, just over a minute remaining. And I'm not sure. There was a little bit of a wrestling match there going on in the middle of the park. Referee eventually pulling the ball back. Just over 20 seconds remaining. Free kick to Catawba. They should hurry and launch this one in, but there's nobody to aim at. She rushes to kick it in. Header won by USC Aiken.
10, 9, 8.
And off
7,
the post.
6.
And well
5,
done there by
4,
Mackenzie.
3.
And I'm
2,
sure
1.
that
0.
if
It's halftime here at the Pacer pit. And
her players rally around her to thank her, as that was wonderful work there by Mackenzie. First with the initial stop and then to follow up with the second save. The first real threatening opportunities for the Catawba traveling team. And Mackenzie ensured that we will go into the next 45 minutes with the score at 0-0. So we've seen where both teams has had equal opportunities. However, it's 0-0 here at the Pacer pit in this 2 p.m. sun. It's now about 2:45, 3, but it's pretty hot. And we look forward to you joining us within the next 15 minutes as we will continue to bring you live action here at the Pacer pit. Until then, I will see you later. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to live action here at the Pacer Pit as yours truly, USC Aiken, continues to do battle with the Catawba traveling team. Kickoff by USC Aiken to get us on the way. Ball launch, Jasmine is under it. Does well to skip by her defender, but her defender didn't allow her legs to get by her. Free kick to USC Aiken early. Giardino back on the pitch, definitely the one who will be taking this free kick. She steps back, referee initiates to the wall where it should be. Giardino steps up, launches that one, and a good free kick, and over the crossbar it goes, not threatening the goalkeeper, but we can see that she definitely is able to launch the balls from there and can do threaten the goalkeeper between the pipes in Shelby. Shelby would definitely have difficulty if that one were to dip under her crossbar. I'm sure she would struggle. We've seen where in the past Jenna Beauregard was pretty good with those free kicks for the USC Aiken Pacers. Foul there. Referee allowing the advantage to play. Good beating there by the captain of Catawba. Number 8 turns inside, plays the ball out. Wonderful play here. Number 18 goes down the line, but she will be intercepted by USC Aiken. And the ball was played off the Catawba player. And it's a goal kick to USC Aiken. Mackenzie will be in no rush to take. I'm sure after coming out of the air-conditioned room that they were in, they're definitely not that excited to come back out. Mackenzie will launch this one. Willa tries to flick it on. Gresser will be there. Gresser, still Gresser. And fair play, says the referee. There seems to have been a clip there by Gresser, the aggressor. But play on, said the referee. Throw into Catawba. Ball thrown in. Catawba not wasting any time here. Ball floated in. Mackenzie is under it. Will recover quickly as she gears up to launch this one over. Launches it over the halfway line. Catawba will win the header, but the second ball will fall to the feet of USC Aiken. Ball playing out. And a little bit of an over dribble there by USC Aiken. Pressure there being applied by USC Aiken, recovering the ball well. Canada plays the ball inside. Ball floated out to the far side, a little bit short. Catawba will be able to intercept. Ball played towards over the half. Nice one-touch play there. Catawba will go down the flank on the far side, cuts in, looks for a pass, electing to take the shot, and Mackenzie will watch that one flow harmlessly wide off her goal post. Mackenzie will start play. Launches it towards the halfway line. Nice flick on, but USC Aiken will definitely get there first. And Tashiano will clear the ball to the far side. Throwing just in front the halfway line. Catawba controls, turns, and the number 18 has it. Whips it across. Tashiana is there again. Plays the ball out. It will not get to Yasmin. Tashiana is on it again. Plays the ball out. Ball floated over. And USC Aiken will try to latch on, unable to get there first. Space here for the number 18 to go down the line. And as you know it, Amanda Riley is definitely there to clean up any mess that's there and break all plays up. Number 18 will whip this one in. And that was one of those shots that or cross that turned out to be a very threatening shot, but to the relief of Mackenzie, it went over the goalpost and on top of the net. Goal kick to USC Aiken for Mackenzie to launch. Launches the ball. Catawba has been having a few spells here attacking USC Aiken. Shot deflected and away by USC Aiken, deflected off a USC Aiken player. Gresser has it, launches it, and Willow eventually losing out. And well done there by Giardino, launches it to the halfway line. A lot of pressure being absorbed by USC Aiken currently, as Catawba has had a nice little spell. Ball launched out. USC Aiken will breathe a little. Catawba doing well to possess the ball in their half of the field. Yasmin will press. Giardino wins the ball back, plays the ball out. Willow does well. Still Willow. Still Willow. Ball stayed in touch. Willow goes down the line. Still Willow. Looks up. Whips the ball in. And header on goal. But the goalkeeper, Shelby, will not be threatened and will collect easily. Shelby boots that one high towards Giardino and company. Giardino will escort that one out for a throw-in for USC Aiken. No team able to break the deadlock here. Just over 38 minutes remaining in this game. Still 0-0 here at the Pacer pit, as both teams are giving it a go, trying to get off the mark and have that goal advantage. Ball being possessed in the back line. Played out wonderfully by the Catawba team. Played out. Good reverse pass. Will she be able to keep it in? She does so. She cuts inside, looks up, whips it in, and the header was somewhat of a defensive header, it seems, as that definitely will not trouble Mackenzie, but Catawba is definitely building in confidence. They're similar to how USC Aiken actually started this game in the first half. They're applying the pressure. I guess they're growing in confidence and they realize that they can actually contend with USC Aiken. Ball booted out to the far side. Good cut back. Canada has space. Canada tries to play the ball inside. And there we saw Canada with acres of space, but electing to try to play the early pass rather than dribbling down the line. She has the throw-in on this halfway line. Canada has it, looks up. She does have a very long throw. Throws it inside, definitely finds a player in white. Ball eventually cleared by Catawba. And a strong challenge there by USC Aiken, and then a strong challenge there as well. Will Mackenzie be able to get there? She does. She was a little hesitant in coming off her line. Two very strong challenges there. Either of them could have been a foul. One for USC Aiken, one against USC Aiken. The referee there allowing the players to play. Good selection there. I'm sure there would have been some complaints if that through ball had resulted in a goal for Catawba. But the referee was consistent with his decision making. Tashina plays it out wide. And here we see USC Aiken going down the line. Beautiful first touch. Cuts it back. Does well. Still goes by her defender. Whips it in. However, it's cleared. Two USC Aiken players are under it. Here we see Aiken try to break. Not the best of passes there by Canada. Ball will be retrieved by USC Aiken. Ball spread it out back by Canada. Beautiful pass out there. And this time, however, Charlotte won't be able to get the best of her defender. And Catawba will try to break free. And they eventually clear their lines. Tashina will be there. Ball played back by Canada. USC Aiken being very composed here in the middle of the park. And beautiful turn there. Still USC Aiken. Here Charlotte has a room to exploit. She whips it in early. And will it be? Oh, and Willa was unable to get there, but Gressa will. Cuts it back to Yasmin. Yasmin won't be able to. The referee's assistance flag is up. And it's offside called against, I believe it's Gressa. And Catawba will be able to have a sigh of relief as they will be able to have this free kick taken. Shelby to take this free kick. She actually left it for her defender. It seems as if she has, I'm not sure why, she does have a pretty good punt. However, her teammate does have a better punt. And there we see USC Aiken being exploited. Giardina was caught out. She held her defender. Defender fought her off, broke free. However, she had her teammate recovering for her and eventually playing the ball out for a throw-in. And end-to-end action here at the Pacer Pit as both teams are giving it a go, trying to get that advantage so that they'll be able to lead this game. Canada plays the ball high towards Jasmine. Jasmine is under it. No foul will be called. And good interception there by the big centre back. Canada does well to recover. She's pretty quick. And she loses out. And a wonderful sliding tackle there. Canada recovered well. Very quick on her feet. Much faster than the average defender, and she did very well there with that sliding tackle. If she had mistimed that tackle, it could have been a penalty kick. Referee giving a goal kick, overriding the corner kick that his lines official had indicated. Giardina is under it, clears off her defender, and the player seems to be okay. She will be getting up. She seems to be okay. The referee will check on her to ensure she's okay. And here we see number 26 being the first substitute of the game, or of the second half. Giardina to throw it in. Ball cushioned. Gressa fouled. And I'm not sure how that was offside, but the lines official said she was offside and came back. I'm not sure how everyone was running forward and she was off, then came back, but that's a decision made by the lines official. We don't have VAR to have a replay, and whatever the decisions are final. But Charlotte is over on this near side in acres of space. If only a ball could be floated over to her. We've seen where she have gotten the better of her defender once. She might be able to do it so. Tashina. Again, the USC Aiken is looking for that far side rather than looking for the near side where Charlotte has acres of space.
Number 26, Mackenzie Rennie.
Mackenzie is the first substitution of the second half as she enters, replacing the number 8. Throw into Catawba on that far side. Throw into Catawba. Long throw over the top. Flicked on. Another flick on, but Tashina is there. She clears. Another throw into the Catawba traveling team. You just get that sense, ladies and gentlemen, that it's a matter of time before there is a breakthrough. Ball not properly cleared. Ball fired in by the number 10. Won't challenge the USC Aiken pacer between the pipes in Mackenzie. Mackenzie will take this goal kick. Launches it midway the half. Wonderful control there by Toshiba. And she was muscled off the ball, illegally done by, said the referee. And free kick to USC Aiken. Ball launched into the half of Catawba. Number 4 with acres of space. Trying to float the ball over, but too soft. And Giardina will be able to intercept. Looking to spread the ball over to Gressa. But Gressa was offside, electing not to go. Gressa on that far side. Plays the ball. Well, Willa was on it actually. Played it to Gressa. Gressa tries to give Willa the return pass. She does get it back. There we see Willow. Cuts it back. And Yasmin is under it. Will she be able to get a shot off? And here we see shot. And the shots are being deflected. And eventually the ball goes out for a corner kick. The linesman indicating that it was a goal kick, and the referee overruled him, saying it was a corner kick. Second time we've seen that happen, to the dislike of the...
A pair of substitutes for the Pacers, number 19, Monica Armendariz, and number 21, Marissa Lee.
2 substitutions being made here by USC Aiken. Short pass there, elected to be played. Ball intercepted. And Yasmin missed out there on the opportunity as her control failed her. Giardino does well, breaks by her defender. Still Giardino, she drives, looks up, and foul there called. The defender did get the ball there on that tackle on Gressa, but it was a tackle from behind, and that's the reason why the foul was called. And we have the traveling team very upset with that call, but the reason for that call being called there was because of the position of the defender. It's illegal to slide tackle from behind, and that will be a free kick any time of the day. Ball headed out, throw into USC Aiken. And a free kick there given to USC Aiken again. I suppose the referee was trying to play the advantage. I didn't see any foul there, however. Giardino launches this one in, very deadly, and the header will not be equally matched to that delivery, and it's a goal kick to Catawba. Here we see USC Aiken taking over charge of this game, as they're looking for that first goal. Catawba went banging on the door earlier in the second half, and now it is that USC Aiken are now asking all the questions. But Catawba will try to break out the halfway line, quickly intercepted. This is how they started, not allowing Catawba to dwell on the ball for more than 3 passes before they recover the ball. Catawba trying to possess the ball a little bit more at the back, however. And there we see USC Aiken winning the ball very quickly. Gressa, still Gressa, looking for a pass, plays long line. Willa is on it. Willa cuts inside, tries to beat her defender. She does so, and still Willa cuts it in, and the header will not be able to be made. And a foul there called on Canada. Very soft fouls being called here, but the referee has done one thing. He has been consistent, as he has called a few for USC Aiken, and now he is calling a few for the Catawba visiting team. So he is consistent. You can't take that from him. He has been allowing some plays to go forward, and then some of them he is calling back. So you can't really say that the referee isn't consistent. He's calling it both ways for both teams. Willer, anticipating the bounce, waited to see if it would get the advantage of the defender. It didn't.
Substituting in for the Pacers, number 15, Alyssa Broad. Coming into the pitch for Catawba, number 9, Shelby Vassich. Number 15, Anna Sitters. And number 17, Sarah Steedman.
Giordino being ejected from this game. And triple substitutions being made there by Catawba. Both coaches showing appreciation to their players for the amount of work that they put in, as they're all out there working very hard. Gresser miscontrolled, but USC Aiken will still have it. Ball played out to Canada. Canada with room, decides to cut in, plays the ball back in. Ball floated out. Good intention, but that pass with that weight would never have gotten to its intended target. It would have been intercepted a few times. And there we see the decisions aren't the best. And the ball is played over. And will USC Aiken be able to get under it? The goalkeeper in Shelby will definitely get there first. Ball glances off Canada's head. I'm not sure if that was intentional. I don't think it was. But the good thing is it's in the arms of Mackenzie, who will definitely launch this one into the half of Catawba. She doesn't do it as well as she has been. She did get it into Catawba's half. However, it went out for a throw. Throw into Catawba. Canada unable to get that one off her opposing player. Throw in again to Catawba on this near side. Catawba has been doing well to possess the ball at the back, but it's different when the ball goes to someone who's being marked by Gresser the aggressor, as she wins most of the balls that comes her way, stripping her defender off the ball consistently. Beautiful one-time pass there, and there we see USC Aiken trying to go by their defenders, unable to do so. Catawba will break. Counter-attack. It's 3v3, and the wrong decision made yet again. Canada with room here. Needs to have a player on the line. She plays it down the line. Unable to get to it, but she does recover well. Plays the ball out for a throw-in. Water break indicated by the referee with just over 20 minutes. 21.53 on the clock.
Second half cooling timeout on the pitch.
And the atmosphere has cooled a little, as now, ladies and gentlemen, the sun has gone in. I'm sure that we will see a little bit of overdrive being pumped into these players, as they definitely will have a lot more energy to have exerted on the pitch with the absence of the sun. I'm not sure how long it will give us a temporary relief, but they definitely will enjoy it while it lasts. I don't think it's the best thing to have the sun going out on the water break, but the absence of the sun temporarily is good nonetheless. I know that we're up here appreciating it ourselves, as we're a little elevated and a little closer to the sun, so we do have a little bit of, or a better interaction with the sun that we definitely would prefer not to. But it's here, and we definitely will make the most of our situation. Throw into Catawba, right in front of their bench. Referees waiting for Mackenzie to get back between her sticks. Elects to play. Tried to catch USC Aiken out there with that throw-in. Beautiful play there by USC Aiken with that nutmeg, but eventually losing out. Good recovery tackle, shot, and Mackenzie is under it. Will definitely collect, electing to throw the ball out rather than to punt it. And we're just anticipating a mistake not often seen, and a goal kick given. Referee, I'm not sure. There was a slight push in the back of the attacking player for Catawba.
In for the Pacers, number 7, Nikki
Referee
Hayes.
did not pull that ball back for a free kick. As normally the referee would wait to see if there is an advantage. If there is one, then he'll allow play to continue. However, the ball went out of play, so the referee should have pulled that ball back for a free kick, and didn't. Ball launched towards halfway line. Blue ball. Ball played over the top. Offside, says the lines official. And Catawba would definitely have threatened the goal of USC Aiken if the lines official's flag did not come to their aid. Ball launched towards halfway line. And here we see that second ball again being won by the Catawba team after the goal kicks. Good reverse pass. Defender forward tries to cut inside, but cleared. Throwing on that far side to Catawba. Catawba asking all the questions right now of USC Aiken. Ball whipped in. Deadly. And off the post again. And the post this time, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the relief of USC Aiken. The crossbar came to the relief of Catawba earlier, and now it is that the post came to the relief of USC Aiken and Mackenzie. And another foul indicated there by the lines official. I'm not sure. He indicated that there was a tug on the jersey. However, USC Aiken had the ball. Ball floated in dangerously, and it bounced and kicked. And a free kick called there against Catawba. Catawba asking a few questions of USC Aiken and their backline. But Mackenzie and company seems to be up to the test. Catawba's bench trying to motivate their team and rally them on, as the only thing they can do is give verbal support to their team. Mackenzie launches it, and again the second ball is picked up by Catawba. Ball played in. Will she get there and cleared out by the big defender? Good interception. USC Aiken will try to break. And it's a throw-in of good attempt there by Willer, trying to beat her defender for pace. but she was definitely up to par with speed, and the ball was eventually deflected. That's another foul throw, ladies and gentlemen, not being called. But we have seen a few over the last couple of days that have not been called by the officials. Ball cushioned. Catawba trying to break forward. Ball deflected. USC Aiken on the charge now. Good recovery there. And Canada will try to shield this one out. Unable to do so. The ball is played off her. Corner kick for Catawba. Corner kick to be taken by Catawba with in-swinger. Beautiful corner kick there, and goal kick indicated by the man in the middle and the official. That was a wonderful free kick.
Number 18, Summer Ricciardi, and number 5, Cindy Fela. On the pitch for Catawba comes number 7, Jennifer Chambers.
Mackenzie will launch this one, and she doesn't. She elects to play it short. Ball out to Willow, and kicks there being given to Willow, and no free kick called. The player tried to swipe at the ball and swiped at Willow's legs a couple times. And that's retaliation by Willow, ladies and gentlemen. And that could be a booking for Willow as well. And only the Catawba player got that yellow card. However, that could have been a red card offense for Willow with the retaliation, as we've seen where that has been given time and time again, as the players aren't being protected by the official in the middle and eventually lash out, but the referee did call for the foul. Ball whipped in, cleared out, and Catawba will try to get forward, but impeded there. Ball eventually played out. It's 2v1, 1v1 now, and she does well. Will she get past her defender? And no, it will be escorted back to Mackenzie. Wonderful play there by USC Aiken. Mackenzie has the ball in her hand, looking to see what she will need to have done. Takes a few looks up, launches the ball towards the halfway line. USC Aiken wins the second ball this time around. Cleared by Catawba.
Substituting in for the Pacers, number 6, Sophie Boone.
The sun, ladies and gentlemen, has come out to play again, by the way. And I guess that's the reason for the drop in the pace of this game. However, we have seen more opportunities within the last 10 minutes than we have seen in a while. So we do appreciate the effort being thrown in by the women on the pitch. USC Aiken drives. Pass inside. Deflected out. Good effort there. Ball eventually breaking out. Needs to be put back in. Ball played to the line. Ball played off the defender. Thrown to USC Aiken. Down that far side. She whips it in. That will turn out to be a shot. Not the best of crosses. Will not trouble the goalkeeper, Shelby. Shelby to launch this one high. She does so. Will more than likely go for a throw-in. Ball goes over the top. No foul there being called eventually. The foul being called there on the captain of Catawba. This game has been pretty well managed, ladies and gentlemen. Just the one cautionable offense so far though. Ball spread to the far side of the field. Played over the top. Gresser is under it. Plays a wonderful pass down the line. She does get there. Will she cut it back? She is unable to do so, and a goal kick. She should have played it back at the first opportunity, electing to let the ball run, and it was able to get away from her.
In for the Pacers, number 20, Lauren Lastly.
Several substitutions being made by USC Aiken. Catawba pretty much keeping the players they have on the field to hold the fort, and that was definitely a foul, ladies and gentlemen, as she just nudged her. Here we see Gresser to enter the park again. Header one. Shot miscued. Well done. USC Aiken will try to break free. Ball cleared and thrown to USC Aiken.
Coming back on the pitch for the Pacers, number 16, Gressa Olsen.
Gresser going back to manage the middle of the park. Throw into Catawba on that far side. Ball thrown in, cleared out. Unable to stay in touch though. The ball ran out of real estate. Thrown to Catawba again. Wonderful pass there, and to the relief of the USC Aiken Pacers, that flag went up. The shot went wide by anyway, but and now we see the activities of the Catawba bench again as they make several substitutions. USC Aiken, I guess, seeing the Pacers losing out on that second ball, starting to go short rather than go long.
Substituting in for the Pacers is number 4, Amanda Giordano. Coming into the pitch for Catawba is the trio of number 4, Maddie Peck, number 18, Amber Hand, and number 16, Bailey Howell.
Long throwing down the line on this near side. Number 4 has it, does a little bit of juggling, tries to skip by her defender. She tries to whip the ball in. Ball is deflected for a corner kick. Several corner kicks being given in this second half, especially to that of Catawba. USC Aiken did have a few early spells in the earlier stages of the game, but now Catawba seems to be punching back. With just over 8 minutes remaining in this game, this second half has flew by rather quickly due to the intensity. One might not, and another, that corner kick was not equally matched to that of the first. The first corner kick by number 15 went begging to be tapped in. USC Aiken has a lot of space here. I'm wondering if the goalkeeper is seen. She doesn't. She just goes along. Heavy touch. Shot. And hits the post. Goal kick given to USC Aiken. and everyone just shifts. There's a rule in soccer, an unwritten rule, that you shouldn't play the ball across the face of your goal. However, and that, ladies and gentlemen, might be the reason why you shouldn't. But that was a good intention by Mackenzie, as Giardino is in acres of space. It's just that you have to be confident and be accurate if you are supposed to do that, as the entire field shifts over to the other side. Ball whipped in wonderfully and cleared by USC Aiken. No one there to break for USC Aiken. And Catawba there trying to gain a few yards. And there we see her just going back to the same spot as the first time. But that's the way how it works, ladies and gentlemen. With a throw-in, you can't really, unless the player is really taking an arm and a leg, then there's nothing that the officials, wonderful turn there to get rid of her defender. Plays the ball out. Her teammate, however, wasn't watching. And Catawba will attack again down that near side. Cuts the ball back. And a shot! And it goes over the bar. If that had dipped under the bar.
Substituting in for the Pacers, number 10, Tasha Kwiatkowski.
And Tashana will enter the game again. Wonderful play though by Aiken's number 6. It's just that her teammate wasn't equal to it as she made the initial pass. And Catawba is controlling this game again. It seems to be changing from time to time. Gressa does well. Plays the ball out. She seems to have gotten a little bit of a knot there. One-two pass tried to be played there. Ball at Tashana's feet. And Catawba will definitely break down this line. Ball played in. Wonderful pass. And the touch. Oh, and that's a little bit of a collision there, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone seems to be okay. It's college soccer, so they don't take a knee. However, everyone is checking to ensure that she's okay, as she needs to be there in order for USC Aiken to keep that back line as strong as it is. The referee, realizing that it was just the follow-through and there was nothing malicious. It looked to be a very rash tackle, but there was nothing malicious there on Amanda Riley. And the referee electing to keep his cards in his pocket. Giardino will launch this one high. Looks to see where she wants to put it. Puts it over the top. Wonderful pass. Needs to be down the line. And intercepted. That's an divine intervention, as definitely if that ball had gone through, USC Aiken would have been in acres of space on that far side. Ball played over. Amanda will be there. Well done there by Tashana, number 10 against number 10. Gressa with space. Gressa plays a wonderful ball, and will she be able to get there? And it will be escorted out. Wonderful slide challenge and a corner kick to USC Aiken. That's the way not to give up on the play there, ladies and gentlemen. As we saw where the pass from Gressa to her intended target was won out by the defender. However, Willa definitely has been putting in more than her fair share of work with that lunging tackle to put the cross inside, deflected off the goalkeeper for a corner kick, and Giardino to take this corner kick. Let's see what will come of it. Last one went for a goal kick. Whipped in dangerously, and Tashana unable to steer that one in towards the goal to threaten Shelby between the pipes, and it will be a goal kick to your Catawba. Catawba. Ball launched in. And here we see USC Aiken on the goal kicks, winning that second pass. Willer, still Willer, still Willer. Willer takes a shot, and that shot won't trouble the goalkeeper, Shelby. Good intention, but the shot wasn't equal to her intentions. Shelby to launch this one. She does have a big boot. She gets it up and about. Ball being chased. And will go out for a goal kick. Launches the ball towards the middle of the park. Catawba with the second ball. Needs to pass the ball. Instead, she delayed that pass a little too long. She should have made that initial pass from yesterday. However, she decided to delay that pass and gave USC Aiken enough time to recover. And it's a goal kick to USC Aiken with just over 1 minute remaining in this heat. It seems as if this, I suppose that they would go for it, as I would definitely not want to play overtime in this sun. Giardino offer, throw into to Catawba. Another foul throw there.
1 minute.
The aggressor intercepting. Quick launch by Tashana, intercepted or deflected. Catawba will try to come again. Ball on that far side, ball eventually going out. I'm sure that this will be the end of regular time. You can't throw the ball when the other ball is on the pitch. So the ball has to be called back with just over 30 seconds, and we will be going into overtime, ladies and gentlemen. So it will be a little bit of extra interaction with the sun. Willer tries to beat her defender. And a lot of off the ball tussling there between Willer and her defender. The referee needs to get that in
10,
order.
9, 8,
as
7, 6.
These women
5,
are
4,
definitely
3,
being
2,
very aggressive
1.
as
0.
they're throwing their bodies into tackles. But we have reached the end of regular time, and we will be going into additional time, ladies and
90
gentlemen.
minutes of soccer was not enough,
So
we have overtime.
With the regular time not being sufficient, there will be overtime of...
The overtime consists of 2 10-minute periods with the golden goal rule in effect.
So it will be 10 minutes addition for each half, and if someone were to score to break the deadlock, that would be the end of the game. So we will continue to bring you live coverage here. We have a little bit of additional time here to encounter here at the Pacer Pit, and it promises to be quite enticing, as it's been end-to-end action here at the Pacer Pit, jaw-dropping actually, with the tackles being thrown in. The effort being shown by the women today are definitely...
7 saves. Shelby Thompson with 4, both with clean sheets.
The effort being put into this game by the women cannot go unnoticed, ladies and gentlemen, as they're definitely trying to obtain those 3 points. Let's see, or it won't be 3 points, it's just a win, as this is not a PBC game. It's just a regular schedule game. However, it's for their stats, and both teams will want to build their stats as much as possible. Sheltering under the tents, they won't elect to go in the air-conditioned unit, as the break for overtime isn't that long. It's a short duration. And we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, with the end-to-end action here at the Pacer Pit, as we try to see who will break the deadlock, or we will see if The additional 20 minutes will not be enough to separate these teams from each other, but until the start of the second half or the first half of extra time, we'll be signing out and we'll be right back. Welcome back to live action here at the Pacer Pit, ladies and gentlemen, with all 22 players on the field, including the referees, the one in the center and the one on the line. We had no ball, so that's the reason for that slight delay. Ball being played in. USC Aiken trying to lead the charge early. Ball being played to Gresser. Gresser taps it back, launches it out, and not the place that she would have wanted it. Gresser does well to try to intervene. Still Gresser, foul called, or handball called against the player for Catawba. USC Aiken needs to be looking on this far side, and they definitely do, but the ball didn't get there. They'll try to break. She cuts inside, winds up. She fires. and shot was deflected. For a second, I thought that she was trying to kick a field goal rather than into the back of the net, but the pass was actually deflected, hence the reason for the ball going so high. So the corner kicker for Catawba isn't on the field to whip that in swinger. This one will be floated out, and well done to be cleared, controlled, launched back in. Mackenzie's under it, catches it comfortably, and will USA can go on a fast counter. They will actually wait. Mackenzie delaying and allowing Catawba to get back into position, as they were definitely caught out, but the ball didn't go that far to begin with. No foul being called. Tashana winning that ball in the middle of the park. Ball being played to Gressa. Gressa does well to beat her defender, and she will be caught. She has been limping for some time, ladies and gentlemen. So it seems as if that knock that she got earlier on in the game has been affecting her, and still is. Let's see if the woman in white will be able to break this deadlock. Launched, and out comes Catawba. Catawba trying to lead the attack. Ball whipped in. Under it. Tashana will turn. Tasha looks up. Plays a nice ball over the top. Will it go by? And it definitely does. Throw into Catawba in front of the USC Aiken bench. Number 4 in acres of space, allowed to turn unchallenged. Ball played inside. She turns, looks up, passes it in. Trying to get off a shot is Catawba, but they definitely won't get it. USC Aiken defending value. Ooh, and the ball deflected. Tries to go by her defender. However, the ball is deflected off her. Tasha to launch that towards Gressa. Ball she loses out. And the passes aren't well done by Yasmin to trap back, steering her defender off, and the ball will go out for a throw-in to USC Aiken. Canada trying to find a pass. There's no outlet, throwing it inside instead. And USC Aiken not giving much options to the thrower there of the ball. Ball played inside but intercepted, throw into Catawba. Throw in taken quickly, closed down. Still Catawba on that far side. She's looking for a pass, can't find any. And she cuts the ball back, and Catawba will look quite dangerous, but the speed of Canada coming to her aid as she was able to close them down quickly.
The substitutions for Catawba: number 8, Courtney Revis; number 9, Shelby Vashitz; and number 16, Bailey Howell. And for the Pacers comes number 5, Sydney Fela.
Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, and I believe that it just heated up here just a little bit as the sun seems as if it got a little bit closer, as it's bearing down on us as the evening bears down. Ball played out to the number 14, plays it in quickly. Mackenzie should have came, but she elected not to, and put her teammate under a little bit of pressure, and now it's a corner kick to Catawba on that far side of the field. Everything out is the instruction from the bench. Ball swung in, header one, and deflected. Deflected out for another corner kick. Second opportunity here for Catawba to use this set play to win the game. Ball launched in well and missed. And the ball has ended in the back of the net, ladies and gentlemen. And the USC Aiken Pacers fall by 1 goal in extra time. And we see all the heads hanging for the Pacers. Excitement for Catawba. And it's 1-0 here, ladies and gentlemen. And we will definitely bring you live action again here at the Pacer Pit, as USC Aiken will definitely come off the mark on Wednesday as they play their second away game. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for your presence via the live web. Until next time,
Crusaders come
have a good day. Bye-bye.
To the Pacer Pit.